Hello everyone, today we're back with the same topic, application of differentiation, but this time we'll be focusing on rate of change, which is the changes of quantity with respect to time. As an example, rate of change of quantity Q is equals to dQ over dt. Rate of change that increase have positive sign, while the one that decrease have negative sign. This rate of change can be obtained using change rule. For example, dy over dt equals to dy over dx times dx over dt. Now moving on to steps in solving rate problems. First, identify changing and constant variable rate of changes of any quantity mentioned. Number 2, create the mathematical statements. Number 3, state the equations needed. Step 4, differentiate the equations with respect to the appropriate variables. 5, obtain the formula to answer the question. And lastly, solve. Now let's try the question. In a physics experiment, the distance of x and y cm are related to each other by 1 over x plus 1 over y equals to 1 over 5. If the distance of y is increasing at the rate 16 cm per second, find the rate of change of the distance of x when y equals to 9 cm. First step, we need to identify the variables as well as the rate of changes of any quantity mentioned. From the question, we know that dy over dt equals to 16, and we need to find dx over dt. From the question, we have been given the mathematical statements, which is 1 over x plus 1 over y equals to 1 over 5. From here, we can state the equation needed, which is d over dt in bracket x power of negative 1 plus y power of negative 1 close bracket equals to d over dt in bracket 1 over 5. Now moving on to the next step, we need to differentiate the equation. Differentiate x power of negative 1, we will get negative x power of negative 2 dx over dt, and differentiate y power of negative 1, we will get negative y power of negative 2 dy dt equals to 0. Now change it to the fraction form and we'll get negative 1 over x power of 2 dx over dt minus 1 over y power of 2 dy over dt equals to 0. Now from the question, we have been given the value of y, which is 9 cm. Therefore, we can substitute it into the equation 1 over x plus 1 over y equals to 1 over 5. Substitute the value into y and we'll get 1 over x plus 1 over 9 equals to 1 over 5. And from here, we should now be able to obtain the value of x, which is 45 over 4. Now we can substitute the value of x, y, as well as dy over dt, which is 16, into the equation earlier. And we'll get negative 1 over 45 over 4 power of 2 dx dt minus 1 over 9 squared times 16 equals to 0. Now calculate the values and leave the dx dt at the left side to obtain its value. And the final answer will be dx over dt equals to negative 25 cm per second. Thank you.